Here we go. This is a quick video of how the student experience is on Generative AI Lab. So this is the login screen for the student where the student puts in the email ID, password, and the institution domain. Institution domain is critical, after which they sign in. And this is the dashboard. The first block is about analytics and metrics, where I can see what is my token usage, right? And as you know, the token is token, and the value of the token is defined by the institution. So basis that calculation, how much tokens have I actually used, and how much token am I allowed to use? What is my cap? So this is the first one. The second one is an average score. Now, what is the score? The score is about the prompt, right? So the system evaluates the prompts that the student is writing, basis whether it is a first time, a refinement, a follow up, and then gives it feedback of what to keep in mind, how to improve, and so on and so forth. So basis that, a score is given, and this is the average score. This is the number of prompts that has been written. So 39 prompts written so far. Of course, you can refresh these numbers all the time. 4 times the prompts have hit the guardrails. Now, what are guardrails? The institutional guardrails. Now, each institution can set guardrails for how AI should be used in the system, right? Whether it is not giving your personal details or not generating content for harmful use or professional conduct, so on and so forth. So 4 times this student has hit the guardrails, and that has also been mentioned over here, so that they know that what is the compliance that the student school follows. So when we scroll down, we will see the student is going to see the different AI models that the institution has allocated the students to use, which are categorized under text models, image models, and audio models. Later on, we will put video models and so on and so forth, presentation, research later on. Right now, we have these 3 models. Okay. Next, we are going to see this specific block, which is for creating agents. The last block is on the engagement front. So all the recent sessions that the student has done, so that is listed in recent sessions, and the recent artifacts that the student has created. All of them are listed in 2 blocks. And there is a very smart leaderboard. So this leaderboard essentially tells you where you stand in your class basis the score of prompting that you have exhibited. You create a new session and you start, and then you can start prompting. So for example, here I want to explain blockchain in exactly 50 words for Indian college students. And you see the prompt score and the entire report of how the prompt is written, and a feedback on that. So the score for this prompt is 65. These are the strengths of the prompt. These are the gaps that can be seen with the prompt. We are also giving a learning through comparison. So a similar weak prompt would be like this, but a similar strong prompt would be like this. So not a direct, prompt enhancer, but telling you exactly how the student should think when it comes to prompt generation, prompt creation. There are some key differences or insights that are also given. Then there is a section on questions to guide your thinking. While writing prompts like these, what are the questions you need to ask yourself so as to be able to write better prompts? There is a section on cultural context, a separate section we thought that it's important to give, so that the cultural context and the relevance of that is also shown. And what is this that student should keep in mind while writing the next prompt, or the next prompt in the same session or in different sessions. So this is a very useful report. For each and every prompt, a report is generated. Right? You can access all the other models. The differences and the between the each model is actually called out in these blocks. So GPT Mini is good performance, while Claude Sonnet is good reasoning, so on and so forth. It's a good little lesson out there for you as well. Then, of course, is the image prompt. So when we start the image prompt, here the first prompt is design a clean logo, and this logo has come in. How do I know? So the generated content comes here. So for the logo prompt, it had created two versions, and the latest is this one, right? Um, Again, the prompt is code, and there is a feedback for the prompt that you can check out. Then I had asked it to make it into a horizontal banner. So that's the follow-up request where the generated content is this and there was one version created, so you can actually see this, right? You can of course download the images as well. And 11 labs. So for 11 labs, on the dialog box, you have to type in the script or the text that you want to be generated into a voice. And the audio is generated.
Namaste students. आज हम AI और machine learning के बारे में
Yeah, of course, you can download the audio. Now going on to the My Agents section. So here you can create your own agents, and you can work on them. So how do you create an agent? So essentially, specifically, I want to create a time management coach. Right. So I can name the. This is the simple description of what the agent does. Right. I can select an AI model. It's a simple agent, so I can just select 2.5 flash light. It is ultra fast and cost efficient. The institutional guardrail is by default applied to all agents, but I can also add custom guardrails. So, for example, I can add custom guardrails under these categories: educational integrity, content safety, behavioral, and custom. So, in custom, I can apply. And I'm going to set the priority, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. I'm going to set the priority at 8, and I'm going to create it. So my custom guardrail also appears here. We can delete it also. I can add any knowledge base if that adds to the value of my agent. I can add some knowledge base, like, maybe a book on time management, so on and so forth, right? Is the behavioral prompt, what it is that the agent should actually do. It will help improve time management through proven techniques like Pomodoro, time blocking, priority setting, so on and so forth. So this is the main behavioral prompt, and it's a simple agent. I just keep it at that. I'll create the agent, and the time management coach appears over here. So now if I want to test it, I want to test whether the agent is working. I'll quickly test it. I'll start a session, and I'm going to say, how can I manage my time better? Now this is like a chatbot. This chatbot has been trained on how to respond to you. So therefore, this is an agent. So it is actually told you what is the technique in managing. So it's huge. It's very long. So suppose I don't want it to be this long, and go back to the dashboard again. My time management coach, I can edit it, and in the basic settings, description, model, guardrail, in the behavioral prompts, I'm going to say, keep each response to up to 100 words and not more. Be concise. So I've added this as a behavioral prompt. I'm going to save the changes, go back to agent, again test it, new conversation. How can I manage my time better? And you have a small response. So this is how you can actually test your agents and then make changes and so on and so forth. So This is how agents are done. Again, going back to dashboard. So we covered all the models, the agents, the recent sessions you can access, the leader dashboard. Um, yeah, this is Generative AI Lab, and hope the students have a great time learning Generative AI on this platform. Thank you.